So I'm just testing this live stream. Oh god, it's like my first live stream and I'm testing it out to see kind of how it works. Um but yeah, these things are usually planned or scheduled, but I just decided to hop on here um and just be here. What? So then I'm pretty sure this kind of records and uploads to my profile, I think. Okay, well, you guys, I guess I'll just use this time to talk more about what happened with my puppy. So she got into rat poison. I was painting my mom's closet, and we went over to her house, and she has a shed. And she had thrown rat poison bars in the shed, and my puppy got into it. She had forgotten to close the shed door, so, I quickly took my, puppy to the ER. They pumped her stomach and gave her charcoal and fluids and other medications. We were there for about 3.5 hours, and I was crying because I felt really bad, really guilty, and I just couldn't believe that, like she could have died. And I lost my poodle, in September. He had cancer, and I just couldn't bear the thought of losing another dog. So I was really upset, and I felt guilty, and I felt like shit. And I was so, like, regretful about everything, but and you know what? I came back and or I went back and, painted today, so I need to well, I washed my hands, but I need to kinda, scrape this off, but, um, yeah, it was just scary, and I felt really, really bad because I just I mean, she's a puppy, and I felt really bad that she had to have her stomach pumped, and she was probably really scared being, at the ER, getting injections, not really knowing what they were doing. So, um, yeah, I just feel awful about it. And it didn't help that my mom blamed me for everything. And she said that I'm a failure, that I can't take care of my puppy. And my mom, I haven't really talked about my mom much, but she's a very toxic person. And when she found her eating the rat poison, my mom literally told me to just let her die because she gets into everything, and that was not helpful. And then when we were trying to figure out how much she could have ate of the rat poison, I called my mom, and she was so unhelpful because she said she didn't know how many bars of rat poison she had put in the shed because it was, a while ago, and she kept changing her story like, "Oh, um, I just saw it in her mouth, but she coulda dropped it on the ground," but initially she said that she saw her eat it. So it was just not helpful. I had to drive back to my mom's house to count the rat poison in the shed and in the bag and try to figure out how many bars were missing of rat poison. Um, and yeah, so my puppy's okay, but it was around $500. Oh, which is a lot of money. And I just think about how I could have spent that money on something else. But you know, I just feel really guilty about what happened, and I wonder. I the thing is, like, with my puppy, I've been having, problems with her or like, it's just I've been having regrets because when I adopted the puppy, I wasn't ready for a dog. I I didn't want one because I had just lost my poodle, and I was talked into it by my mom, who and she said a lot of different things, and, she pushed for me to get a big dog too, instead of a small one, and so I should have never listened. And then the other thing is that when I went to the shelter, they told me that she was an Australian cattle dog, and I didn't really know much about the breed at all. Um, and that's really my fault where I went wrong. The shelter didn't tell me about what kind of breed she was and like her, I guess, characteristics of how, like her behavior and what to kind of expect from that breed. And then we found out that she wasn't even well, a DNA test showed that she's 37% husky, and okay, she's 37% husky, and um she's in the herding group, but she looks like a German shepherd, so I'm pretty sure she's mixed with a German shepherd, and she's a working dog, and so she's constantly ready to do things and she's very energetic and she can spend 6 hours at daycare, come back home, wanna play some more. It's hard to get her to nap anymore, and she's only 7 months, and I feel overwhelmed, and I feel like if she had a different owner who could actually take her on long hikes or, just, be more active with her, I feel like that would be better for her. Um, and, because with me, when I had my COVID vaccine last month, it really set me back a lot. I was having a pain flare up and feeling like crap, and I was mostly, well, taking care of her, so I was walking around in the house a lot, but I couldn't really go to the park as much, because I just felt really, really sick from the vaccine, and it was very, very hard, and so I just wonder if maybe I'm not the right person, and especially with her getting into rat poison, like, I just can't bear the thought of something happening and it being my fault, like, yeah. So, I don't know, it's really hard because I don't know if I should rehome her or if I should keep her, but sometimes I feel like I'm not giving her the best life that she could have, um, and, I thought, well, she's almost 50 pounds, and I feel like she's going to get even bigger, and, um, even just physically, like, on a leash when if she pulls, and or if I need her to drop something or leave it. We're still working on training, but, like, just the physical aspect of it, like, I can't lift her if anything happens, um, so that worries me too. I just feel like I'm unfit for my puppy, and ultimately, like, it is my fault, and I feel like I kind of should have never adopted my puppy, and, um, I don't wanna let her go because I don't know. I feel bad about that, rehoming her, but I wanna look out for her well-being too. I mean, it definitely hasn't been easy with her. Like, adopting her was, well, an easy process, I would say, because they don't really check for anything, and they don't really ask you any questions either, and pretty much as long as you have the money, you can adopt, and so when I adopted her, she was sick. She had a lot of urinary issues and was constantly urinating throughout the day, and, I took her to the vet, and she had blood in her urine, and they diagnosed her with, um, a urinary issue, but then she also has, like, this hair loss patch that the vet told me to give her fish oil and vitamin E and see if it clears up in a couple of months, and it hasn't cleared up, so I made an appointment to get her checked, so that's happening, but, like, with this rat poison incident, I just feel like oh my god, I just feel, like, very guilty about that, but in general with my puppy, it's just, like, she's constantly on the go, energetic, she doesn't take naps, and it wears on me because so tired I'm so tired from just being so active with her and, like, walking around all day back and forth, and I've tried to teach her to calm down, and she'll calm down for a little bit, but, like, she's just always, wanting to do something, and, um, yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen, but, um, yeah. So that's kind of made my depression worse because it's hard, it's hard when you have depression and little energy and not feeling like 100%. Yeah. But anyways, there's the story about my puppy and the rat poison. Yeah. And she's doing okay now. I'm just tired. I'm tired and I'm overwhelmed. And I've had a couple rough last 2 weeks, and I don't know, but I'm going to try to get some rest. I'm gonna take my Topamax because I haven't been taking that medication and I think I should. And I'm getting sleepy. So I'm gonna end this live, but hopefully you guys will see it when it goes up. And this wasn't really scheduled. It was just kind of like spur of the moment because I wanted to try it and see, what it kind of looks like and everything. Um, so yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to end the live and stream. Okay, I see it. And I will see you guys later next time, hopefully in better times, better days and everything. Um, yeah. Okay, bye everyone. Okay.